What's up, everyone? This is Malik here with the 7 Out Movement, you guys. I am back. It's been at least maybe 2 weeks, almost 3, I believe, and I haven't made a video since because I have had to recently do this transition from home back to school again. So it was more than just going from Atlanta, basically the Atlanta area to Savannah. Had to take a trip to California and then come back. So it was a good trip. It was fun, but it was a hassle. So I wanted to wait until I was able to, sit down, go to classes, make my videos, and all that good stuff. So I'm back. All right. So today, you guys, the topic that I want to give you guys is talking about your value in God. Okay, the value that you have in God. Of course, like any other topic that I speak on, really great topic, and it gives you a more definite and positive understanding of who you really are and your purpose. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the purpose and the value that you have in God is really important, you guys. It determines who you are, what you do, and how you move on this earth. Now, many people throughout their life, they will go and seek, just like I did. You will go and you will find and you will seek your purpose through this world. And we will come across many different chapters and experiences in our lives where we think this is us and it's not, or we're looking and we can't find it and whatnot until we eventually come across it. And everyone is different. So someone may find their purpose at age 15 and the next person may find their purpose at the age 30. It doesn't matter. There's no specific due date to when your purpose is ready. It's all on how your life is played out and how you handle yourself, basically. So that is what it really is when it comes to your purpose. The value that's within your purpose is very important because your value is living proof that shows the care and the compassion that God has for you and what mission did He set out for you on this world and how important it is. That is really what the value in your purpose really means, you guys. So don't ever feel or be discouraged when you may feel like you don't have an importance in the world, that you serve no purpose, that you feel lost, that everyone around you is doing something you're not. No, it's not that. It's just the fact that right now your focus is on everything in the world instead of what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be enlightening your path, your road that is set to go out to God. Because once you find that purpose, then you will come back and you will serve that into the world. And 11 times out of 10, your purpose that you will have will have regards into you serving people in some type of peculiar way. All right. And I said peculiar because it's different. All right. It's not how many individuals in this world today serve people. Your way of serving people will be different. Now, one thing that we do as far as like going along our path of finding who we are and our journey and whatnot is we come across many different foundations within this world. And I will break it down, of course. We come across organizations, clubs, committees, groups of people, or just something that has been founded and laid, like even within whether it's religion or a job or a task or anything, to where we feel this is our calling. We go into this and this will help us express and expand our minds and who we are. Well, it's always good to go in an area where you're familiar with and you can work strong, where it's like your gift, it works, like it's flowing. That's great. That's wonderful. When you find your calling, you'll go to different areas where you're really called for. However, remember that your calling was sent from God. Your calling was sent from God, and it was made for you to draw other individuals near God, to live your life near God. All right. And what sometimes we'll mess up on is we'll go into different foundations, such as an organization, a committee, or whatever, and we will praise that organization or that committee as if it's God itself, and not even realizing it. We'll feel as if this organization made me to who I am today. I have went through an entire rebirth process ever since I found this organization. And people even do that within churches as well. You go to a church, you join it, and you get saved, and you go through the whole process. Well, you went through that experience, and that church did aid you and help you getting saved, but that church that was built is not responsible for your life. Okay? It is not held accountable for you and what you do the next day. their mission was to aid and assist you in whatever it is you're doing and help you into a better future and in a better life. All right. And that's true. That actually happens where we'll get the wrong idea and we'll commit ourselves more to a church family than to God himself. All right. So that happens not just within churches, that happens within organizations, your job, clubs, family. People will put family over anything. All right. And we all know how much it is to really care for family and whatnot. Whether you have experienced good family or bad family, you still know that when it comes to family, you're very compassionate, but you can be very compassionate about that. Look at your friends. Some of you guys treat your friends like family, and you know that you will ride or die for them. So that's basically what I mean. But don't get so caught up in that motion that you are in with these people or with this club that you forget your whole purpose and whole reason. I had my experience with that as well before, to where I've had friends and I would really put them in what we got going on over the mission that God has for me regarding to them. And of course that put me down the wrong road for a good amount of time, where I was really distracted, or certain things were going to come about and I didn't pay attention to God when he was warning me, because I was so caught up in what the friends or the family or the organization was doing. So yeah. And I remember one time, you guys, I was a part of an organization, and during a specific time right before I left, I had some complications within the organization that, had me dealing with issues in regards to other people a part of it, and there were wrongs on my end, on their end as well, and it was just a whole simple dilemma, basically. And it came to a point during all of that to where God had spoke to me in the midst of it, and he told me that you're going to sacrifice your image. And I was thinking, and I said, God, what does my face have to do with anything right now? And I'm sorry, I was being ignorant, but he told me that my image right now that I have is not the image that I want. The image that I'm portraying right now and that I have on my face in regards to even being tied to this organization, it's not the image that first of all, he really has for me to connect with others, and second of all, I really desire. Okay? And believe it or not, although the physical isn't as important as the spiritual, the physical serves a good role when it comes to helping others. Many people are attracted to different individuals depending on how they look. And I don't just mean like whether they like someone or not. I mean whether they want to be friends with someone or not. If you look this certain way, some people will not hang out with you. If you dress a certain way, somebody will be drawn to you. That is an effective way into you getting into your purpose, literally by how you physically look. And how you physically look can help draw others in or allow them to feel comfortable with you. You'll look relatable to them. So it wasn't just that image, I would say. I was just also speaking on that. But like I said, it was more of the image that I had of myself, that I portrayed, that I envisioned. God basically said, Malik, like, this is not what you want. And along down the road, I started realizing, like, oh, yeah, I wasn't feeling that image. It was just a phase, but I wasn't feeling that. So, yeah. And all of that connects together, and it made me understand, like, your value, like, God has so much value within you that you should really feel great about that value that God has within you, about your purpose, to where, like, he will fix you up and restore you and put you in a position to where you are functioning well. You are functioning well within his purpose. It doesn't feel like a strain all the time. It doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, this is so stressful, I don't know what to do. It will literally be you serving your purpose with God as a just like that, just so easy, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Life has its ups and downs. When you're getting into God, has its ups and downs. That's just a part of life. Okay, so it's nothing to really complain and stress about. That's just what comes with it. But everything good overrides all of that. It don't, like, the stress or anything that you may feel that come about, or you trying to get into God, none of that stuff compares to the goodness that you experience throughout the entire process. It doesn't at all. You love it. You will love it. Like, this is what I love doing, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I may break away or whatever one good time, or be rebellious at here and there, but on the long run, oh no, I'm sticking with God because He has much value within me, and it's important. It's important to Him, but it makes it also feel important to me that God values me that much that He will tell me to switch this up so I can be in a better position, so I can be in be around better people, so I can have a better job and function, or even just better overall. All right. So yeah, and everyone has a different purpose, and everyone values their purpose differently because God values everyone's purpose. Blah blah blah. God values everyone's purpose differently, although He still loves everyone the same. Okay? And what's interesting is that recently me and a friend, I know we had talked a few days ago, and we was talking about, what was going on at home and here and whatnot and all that type of stuff. And one thing that we were talking on was, the people that he was around and how people think that, the people he around are not good influence and whatnot. But I got to the bottom of it, and we got to a good, clear understanding together. And I said, honestly, because I seen the people who he was around, and I told him honestly, like, it's a what's the word? It's a privilege that you're able to be around them. These people and the people that he was around, that he was tied to, they had a lot of problem areas that needed work to be done, or needed someone who can really help them. And I told him, like, the fact that you're able to draw this many amount of people in just like this, and they're all here in one location, and you have that gift within you to really help them. That is such a privilege and such a blessing, because you're like, look how strong you are, look how much power you have bestowed within you, to where, and he had a lot of people around him. Like, he had a lot of people around him. That was a lot. So it was just that this is your purpose, this is your value, and this is a privilege. This is a huge privilege that you honestly have, that many people do not acquire. The type of people and the amount of people he had around him 24/7, many of us will not be able to handle that. We have other ways of handling our purpose for individuals, but I know people right off the top of my head who would say, no, I am not doing this. It doesn't matter if I'm in my purpose with God or not. And that's real. So that's what I mean when I say, like, he values each one of our purposes differently, because all of us have different missions for different people. So he works with us differently. Okay? There's not just one way into getting into God, and there's not just one way into following God. Some people have to go through a stage of false religion before they get into God. And you know what that helps them do? After they get out of that, and if they decide they want to help others, they will have, their strong area will be in helping other individuals who was tied down in false religion. You see what I mean? But today, if you come across somebody who is in a false religion, you just won't understand them and just think that everything is wrong. Well, maybe that's a part of their life. Maybe that's a part of their purpose. Okay? So just know that the value within your life and heart is very important. And also, just relax. Be patient and relax. A lot of people use patience and whatnot, and some people, like, a lot of us would be like, oh my God, can we just please hurry up? When I mean be patient, I don't mean be still and just wait for something to happen. What I mean by that is go throughout your life, experience and discover, and be patient as far as getting to a certain goal. Go through the experience and have fun with the experience before you reach that goal. It's the experience between that is really adventurous. All right. And you will love it. So that's the insight I want to give you guys about your value within God and how important it can be. It is more important than any organization, committee, club, group of friends you're a part of, because it serves a higher purpose. There may be a reason why someone may be in a cult and they love God, but they're in a cult. That may be because after a certain time, whatever God does with their life or whatnot, he will give them experience that will pull them out of that, but pull them more into reaching out to those individuals in the cult. Things work in things work in such a mysterious way when it comes to how God works that you truly cannot understand it all the way. So you have to be humble for him to open it up to you. The more humble you are and the more responsive you are to, the more he will see that you are able to reach out and help other individuals when it comes to letting them know their worth and their value and how important it is to God. So that concludes this session as far as your value in God and your purpose. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and email me if you guys have any questions at 7ivii@gmail.com. This is Malik. I'm signing out, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.